Today I'm going to be making music using only sounds created by the Animal Crossing character KK Slider. Let's go ahead and get started. So I've put together this little instrument here. It is basically just the KK Slider sound font, but then I've also assigned some controls to it as well. So this one here controls the different sound font sounds. And then I've just gone ahead and added on some extra effects. So we have a filter on this knob here. We also have some reverb as well as some delay. Oh yeah! So apart from these effects, I'm not going to be adding on anything else. I really want this to sound as authentic as possible, so let's go ahead and start recording in some instruments. I might actually just start off with this guitar sound here. We'll get rid of some of that reverb, get rid of some of that delay. That sounds good. Let's go ahead and record in some chords. I think that is going to do for the chords. Now I might just add some bass notes onto these chords. Yeah, that sounds good. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's move on to the next instrument for this section. So I think I might actually go with this whistle sound. That sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and record it in. Yeah, that sounds good. So I think these instruments here will work as an intro section, so I'm just going to move on and I'm going to start recording in a different section. I might actually pitch down this guitar sound and I can record in a bass line. Yeah, that sounds good. Now I'm just going to go back to this whistle sound and I'm just going to record in some chords to go along with my bass line. Yeah, those are going to do. Okay, so what should our next instrument be? This one here sounds pretty good. So I've also got this control here which just adds on another octave higher. Makes everything sound a lot nicer. Now I think that should do it for the reverb and delay, so let's go ahead and record it in. Yeah, that sounds good. That works really well. Let's record that in. Oh, yeah! I think this sound here is actually going to do. I think I'm just going to use it to record in a higher melody to follow the rest of the track. That should be pretty easy to work with. I might just need to tidy up some of the modulation. Yeah, that sounds really good. Now I think it's time to finally start bringing in some drums. The only reason why I didn't do it earlier is because there isn't really any real drum sounds. I think the closest thing would be these little beatbox drums here. They do sound pretty weak, but like I said, I'm not going to edit them in any way. So I think I'm pretty much just going to record in a higher pitch for the hi-hat and then a lower one for the snare, and those can just sit behind the track. That one there sounds like a good hi-hat. Let's go ahead and record it in. Yeah, that sounds good. Now let's put the pitch down a bit and then we can record in some snares. That one sounds pretty good for a snare. Let's record it in. Yeah, that is going to do. So I think that is pretty much everything for that section. So now I'm just going to duplicate this here, and I'm just going to get rid of these two sounds here just to create something a little bit more empty. That sounds good. And now we're just going to bring in a new instrument, and now I'm going to record in some kind of vocal sounds. So I'm mainly going to be using these sounds here, but to make it a bit easier for myself, I'm just going to change the mapping so that I don't get the other sounds like the guitar and stuff like that. Change that to 3. And we'll change that one to 7. It actually works really well. So let's go ahead and record our little vocal melody. That worked pretty well. I think I might just need to tweak some of these sound changes later on. It was a little bit too random. But yeah, anyway, now that I'm done with that, I think I have pretty much everything that I need for this beat. As usual, I've gone ahead and added on all of the finishing touches off camera. There wasn't actually a whole lot this time. It was just a little bit of tweaks and fine tuning, nothing major. So here is my finished beat made using only sounds from KK Slider. Enjoy! So there we go, that is the finished beat. I really cannot believe how quickly this came together. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I recorded it in Ableton session mode rather than arrangement mode. Anyway, as usual, make sure to go ahead and let me know what you thought of this beat down in the comments, and I will see all of you in the next couple of days for my next upload. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.